Welcome to another battle report here. We are hosting a mini in-house tournament, kind of a casual competitive event, just to kind of get everyone out, get some new players involved in the scene here. And what that means for you is we have 3 battle reports coming up. So not filming it as kind of like as a tournament, but it's going to be 3 separate battle reports for you. So we have 4 tables set up. There's going to be 8 of us competing here. I'm using my same list throughout the whole thing. So I'm just filming one intro because it's going to be a little loud in here instead of filming at the start of each clip. So if you hear this a few times, that means you've watched all my battle reports, and that means I'm giving you a big thank you. So I'm running 2,000 points of Leviathan. In my HQ slot here, it's a battalion. We've got a Hive Tyrant. Finally got all the weapons and everything magnetized, so made my Reaper, or the larger Bonesword, and use the other smaller ones as my standard Bonesword. And the Lash whip, obviously, and him. Adrenal Glands. He has Paroxysm, Onslaught, and also paid a CP for Hive Predator to give him, I think it's Adaptive Physiology. You have to bear with me here, as I'm still trying to remember all the new names, or the names for everything. So a couple more of these and we'll be set. Then we've got the Neurothrope, who is the Warlord. He has Synaptic Tendrils, and then for powers he has Onslaught and Catalyst. Then rounding out the HQ slot, we have a Tyranid Prime with Lash with Bonesword. He does have a Venomcannon. That is one thing that I guess I said I got all my weapons updated. That's one last one I'm gonna either get it magnetized or do something with the front of that to swap his weapon. So, but he does have a Venomcannon because it's free. So we have that for him as well. I just really want to take advantage of the exploding 6s for my few shooting units, so why not? I'm gonna give it a try. And then into my troops slot, we have 2 units of 10 gargoyles, so 10 there. Then we have a 5-man unit of warriors. They all have death spitters. I do have my death spitters done up. I just got to get them fixed up so they can attach there. And then they have bone swords as well. So, and then these ones over here, the ones without the venom cans, we're also using those to help identify. They have flesh hooks and adrenal glands, whereas the other ones don't. And there's the last 10 gargoyles. Then into the elite slot, we have Deathleaper and 3 Venomthropes, Zoanthropes, who have Catalyst as their power, because they may not be in range the first turn, so may as well have some redundancy there for Catalyst. Then we have a Maleceptor with Neuroparasite, Psychic Scream. Into the fast attack slot, we have the Parasite of Mortrex. So I'm very excited to run this fella. I have the Relic for the Gestation Sack, so I'm starting with 9 CP in total, having spent 1 for a Relic, 1 for the extra Warlord trait. Oh, sorry, there's actually 2 Warlord traits, because he also has Alien Cunning, so that is our 9 CP. So gonna take advantage of him being obsec, throw some rippers down. Should be fun. Really excited to give him a go. Then we have the Exocrime, who has Dermic Symbiosis, Tyranids with Voracious Ammunition. And then into our flyer, we've got the good old Harpy, who does have Venomcannons now magnetized, so this Hive Crone is now a Harpy. So I'm gonna probably reposition the magnets, kind of stick out. I like the look of the hair when it's got the guns forward, so I really like the styling of that. And I also really like the crone head and just body overall with the little details on it compared to the Harpy. So gonna go with that, and yeah, so there we are. That's 2,000 points of Tyranids. So we're gonna jump into my opponent's list for each round. I'm just taking a photo of their army, and I'm just gonna quickly recap everything, because again, it's probably gonna get pretty loud in here. Not so much that you won't be able to hear me for the battle reports, but just talking through armies and everything, we just wanna make sure you can hear and figure out everything that's going on. So let's jump into this game. Everyone, so we got Tau against Tyranids for game 1. So we've gone ahead and deploy it again, where we're doing a mini tournament here, trying to be time effective. We are playing Abandoned Sanctuaries, and this is the table we're playing on. So very quickly give you just a little pan around. 5 objectives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Secondaries, I went with Warp Ritual, RND, and Stranglehold. The Tau went with Stranglehold, RND, and Assassinate, where I do have a little bit of points on the board. Looking at my end here, we have a Tranifex, Tyranid Prime, Deathleaper, Exocrime Warrior unit, not the Flesh Hook one there. 3 Venomthropes, Maleceptor, Gargs, Neurothrope, Mr. Tyrant, Zoanthropes, Warriors. Parasite is right in the back there, ready to fly out. Gargoyles tucked in the corner. I have my Harpy. Opposing me, we have a whole bunch of Tau over on this side. So we got the Devilfish. That one is the Ethereal with he's got the red blinking light alerting us. And we have some, are they the Hounds?
Yep.
Hounds. And then we have the that's Commander, right?
Yep. Crisis Commander.
Crisis Commander. And then,
Suits and Tetras.
Tetras, that's what it is. And then over this way, you got the Riptide. Cold Star Commander, and then is Shadow Sun in there somewhere?
As well as 2 squads of Creep Carnivore.
There they are. So Creep Carnivore in there. Then over on this side, we have the other Devilfish, I think, is tucked in there.
Yep.
There it is. And then some more, those Hounds there too?
Yep.
Yes, lots of Hounds. Awesome. So there we are. Excited for this game. It's been a while since we had a matchup, so eager to get a battle on with the Tau here. We're going to roll out, find who's going first in this battle report. Good luck, sir. Should be a great time. I got my Ras Reach dice here. Do me right. Oh, there it is. So 1. All right, Tyranids shall strike first in this matchup. So good luck, sir. Let's come back after turn 1. Everyone, movement is done, so everything just moved forward. I got the Zoanthrope Imperative active, R&D this zone, Prime staying put, Train effects moving forward. Exocrine moved up to get Toe on that objective. Deathleaper ran up this way, getting a nice 16-inch move, so tucked in there. Venomthropes moved up to the middle, protecting everyone here. Got a 6 with my Neurothrope for advancing as well, so going to be doing some shenanigans there. Over this way, Mines dropped. Parasite moved up there, and these guys staying back, just kind of holding there. That's it for me, so we're going to move into Psychic and shooting. So that is the end of the Tyranid turn. So killed a few things. Got rid of the Hounds up here from the Exocrine. Really, and I emphasize really whiffed with my Tyranid effects shooting at the Riptide. Did 2 mortal wounds to a no with my Voracious Appetite. So I think killed off 4 or 5 drones collectively between that and the Harpy. Harpy really whiffed. I got 5 hits with it, and then did 1 wound to that. So whiff there, but got Warp Ritual started. Got Catalyst on the Maleceptor as well. No charges to go down. Over this way, popped up 5 Rippers. So that's it for the Tyranid. So positioning, very happy about it. But now it's time for the Tau clapback. We'll come back after Tau movement. Turn 1. All right, so movement for Tau is done. So Devilfish coming out, dropping out some boys here. So doing the emergency disembark. So, or sorry, for the other guys, I think they did that one. So they came out, jumped out over that way. Then over here, this one did the same sort of thing, launching these guys out. And then a whole bunch of breachers. The Tetras right there. The homie beacon went off, bringing in the homies. So they came down. And then everyone else kind of just hanging in the back, ready to take down some of the big monsters and baddies coming this way. So that's movement. We're going to come back after the shooting. There's no Psychic to go down, but loads of good shooting. So Tau turn is done. So all said and done, my Tyranid effects almost took a beating from the Riptide. However, CP re-rolled and it paid off for my Imperative. Other than that, some shots came in this way at him. Over here, lost 2 Gargoyles from the Riptide smart missiling in. My Harpy went down, but did absorb a lot of fire between all those guys. Few shots from, I think, in there, and the Commander. But he's down. Rippers survived a beating from the Breachers, doing their shotgun goodness. Had 2 live. And then the Kroot Hounds in here as well moved forward. They just had to get up there, and the Mines blew up, killing 2 of them. So that is it. And did they pass morale? So they would fail. So 1 would run, and then on a... He's good. So 1 is left. So there's 1 Hound right there that I have to deal with. So that's it. We're going to move into... oh, and also R&D this section, because there is some Kroot right there. We may have missed them earlier. But R&D is done for 1 section for the Tau. So Tyranids turn 2. Let's go. Movement done for the Tyranids, so getting max for primary this round. These guys moved up here to get some shots down at their friend, the Riptide. Then the Hive Tyrant had enough to leap up in there. He's on the bottom floor, but we just put him up there. Maleceptor moving forward. Neurothrope staying where he is. With these guys, the Tyranid Prime Imperative is active. Zoanthropes went over this way just to shoot some smites down at that tank to help get rid of it. They grabbed this objective. These guys moving forward to take care of the fellows right there. And the Gargoyles R&D'ing this section as well, and Venomthropes holding the backfield. So that's it for movement. Let's come back after Psychic and shooting. All right, so that is it for shooting and Psychic. So in here, did a bunch of damage to these Breachers. Tank is down to 5 wounds. Riptide is down to 4 wounds between some psychic stuff and shooting. Over this way, Tank's down to 6. These guys got cleaned up a bit as well. They have 5 up, feel no pain too. So we're going to move into some charges about to go down. We'll come back at the end of the turn. So the turn is done. So the warriors are in there. Actually, these guys have morale to take. If you can roll up that if you want. I'll just recap everything here. So the Tyranids charged in, didn't do anything. Thought I'd just tie it up. Well, why not? Over this way, the Tyrant jumped in, absolutely smashed through the commander, then encircled away because that Riptide is scary. So he's going to come back later. The Parasite charged in on that side, took out the Hound, and then the Warriors charged in, doing a wound to that, but clearing off a bunch of those guys, then tagging the Tetris to keep his speed and keep him back from there. So scoring Strangle, 2 R&Ds, and 2 Rituals done. So 1 more Ritual, and then I can come out from the middle. Let's move into Tau, turn 2. All right, so movement is done for the Tau. So getting 4 points of the Riptide, holding the point back there. And then the Tyranid had his friend leave away. And then over this way, the Tetras left the combat and zipped over here. The Parasite is just inside there holding this. And then these guys still tagged in with the transport there. And then these guys moved up to get shots in at the Zoanthropes. That's it for moving. Let's go back after shooting. All right, so Tau turn is done. My Zoanthropes, my goodness, did these boys have to make a ton of saves. So saved everything from the Riptide. There was a lot of shots coming in, but I am rolling 4-ups like a champ with them. However, my Warriors got evaporated between all these guys shooting. Another R&D completed by the stealth suits. So that is done. So we're going to jump into Tyranids turn 3. So movement is done. So over this way, Warriors moving forward to chase down their prey. Exocrine move forward a bit so he can shoot down in there. Tyranids move forward as well so we can try and chip some shots into the back there. I'm hoping to clear off the Riptide with my mortal wounds from the Maleceptor. Deathleaper came over this way. Oh, and my Tyrant is going to be landing there. Just kind of forgot about him. Then over this way, Ripper's grabbing that. Parasite came over there and then fell and then got back up with his broken wing. And then Zoanthrope moved this way with the Gargoyles. Maleceptor imperative active, so they advance, and I'm going to R&D this section. That's it for movement. Let's come back after Psychic. So that ends the turn here. So cleared off that Devilfish with the Exocrine. Tyranids killed off the other one. Then between all the mortal wounds coming in from the Maleceptor, killed off the commander. Riptide. My Tyrant is now just sitting there, and it's just those guys left. I tagged them. So we're just going to play out the final turn because where we are doing a little mini tournament here, points and everything matters. So we're going to see if the Tau can kill off a character or two and rack up some points there because it matters for seeding into the next round. So we'll move into Tau, turn 3. All right, so that ends the turn on turn 3 here. The Tau took out my Hive Tyrant right down to the last wounds. He almost lived. Probably should have gave him Catalyst, but I was just really wanting to keep the Maleceptor alive. And I was kind of hoping to charge something with the Tyrant. And then the Parasite dropped a 3 wound from these guys advancing up, blasting through the windows there, and dropping him down to 3 wounds. So that's it for Tau. Turn 3. We'll come back in just a moment. So that's the end of the game. We just scored it out. The final score is 94 to 22 for the Tyranids. We were just talking about it. Really, when it came down to it, the indirect fire like into the middle of the table here, like firing at my Gargoyles really messed that up. And Tyranids, I think getting first turn again, getting positioned early with Tyranids is just huge. Overall, really happy about how the list played. Excited to jump into the next round. Parasite was interesting. Definitely a few misplays on my part. I could have been a little bit more strategic with Deathleaper and the Tyrant, such as either disappearing away to protect my assassinate points, or with the Tyrant expecting the other guy to get taken out, the Riptide, earlier in the game, and landing my Tyrant someone else to protect those points. And then Parasite, overall, I think he was pretty well played. I really like the Rippers coming forward, grabbing objectives. Very interesting. Having a ton of fun, obviously, with the new book. Very eager to see what's in the next matchup. So for you, that'll be the next battle report. So be sure to check that out. These are all just 3 separate battle reports using this event as an opportunity to film 3 separate battles. Oh, excuse me. So that's it. We're going to come into the next game. So be sure to watch that on the channel. It should be up within a day or 2 if you're watching this video. So thank you so much for all your support, everyone. Thank you to our patrons, Brian and Teos. I know we have the Patronic dice we normally do, but where we are very tight in time and filming, trying to be as efficient as possible. But don't worry, we appreciate you fellas. We love you, and thank you so much for all you do. And be sure to check out Reach, fellow content creators. You'll see on the other tables some mission objective markers from them as well. In the next battle report, you'll see one of them, as well as that fancy Reach dice that I rolled to achieve the initiative. So big shout out to them, fellow content creators, wonderful individuals. So be sure to check them out. Link for them in the video description. And we'll see you in the next battle report. Thank you, everyone.